Democracy cannot thrive where power remains unchecked and justice is reserved for a select few. Peace cannot exist where justice is not served. I'm Harry Dunn, and this is the Good Trouble Report. Hey, this morning I had the opportunity to attend the NSAC. NSAC is the National Sexual Assault Conference, and it took place in Washington, D.C. And it is a conference that brings together over 2,000 advocates, educators, and survivors.
Survivor advocate whose work centers accountability, transparency, and survivor-informed policy reform. Her work examines individual acts of trafficking alongside the systems of silence, power, and institutional protection that allow harm to continue.
I was in that room and I felt powerful. I felt hope. I felt resilience uh, just surrounding me. The people that were in that room, whether they were survivors, whether they were advocates, whether they were allies, which I attended in the capacity of being an ally, it was just important to me to be there and just listening to some of the stories that were being told, just seeing the fellowship of women and men in that room. It was just it was a great time. And one of the other is two reasons why I was specifically there. I recently joined the advisory board of an organization called Women's HQ. Please check out the website. It's womenshq.org. And what they do is they are here for victims and survivors of violence, and they offer helping hands to those who need it. So I am really honored to be a part of that organization as an ally and just being able to support in any way that I can. But another reason I had the opportunity to see somebody who has become what I consider a friend over the last couple of months, and that is Elizabeth Stein. That name sounds familiar to you all. Elizabeth Stein was a victim of Jeffrey Epstein's, and she has been very loud and very public about accountability, transparency, specifically regarding to the Epstein Transparency Act, and also just being out on the front lines supporting other survivors, victims of sexual assault, trafficking. And I have just been inspired by her so much. The first time I got to see her was when she testified before the Democratic Judiciary Committee in the Senate, and just hearing her story and just doing a little bit of reading up on her and just the things that she's overcome. I want to nominate her. Nominate her. I'll do the nominations. I'm tabbing her as a good troublemaker, and I just appreciate the work that she has been doing. Because that is a traumatic, life changing event. And while I don't blame anybody who decides to remain quiet after that and just wants to heal and move on with their life, I don't blame anybody for their choice for wanting to speak out or not. I commend her for empowering other women and also being a voice for the voiceless. So, Elizabeth Stein, good work. Keep up the good work. Um, but another story that I really wanted to talk about right now um, is a former federal prosecutor, an AUSA from the Eastern District of Michigan. Her name is Sunita Doddamani, and I hope that I'm saying that right. Sunita Doddamani. And she was an AUSA in Michigan, and she was reportedly fired by the Justice Department in a retaliatory case. um, she's saying that and this is where the good trouble gets into it. She is suing the Trump administration and the Justice Department, saying that she was unlawfully dismissed for political reasons tied to her work prosecuting a case against anti abortion activists. She was prosecuting cases under the FACE Act, FACE, and that is the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrance that was signed into law in May of 1994. And it's a federal statute making it a crime. when people use force threats, threats of force, or physical obstruction to interfere with individuals seeking or providing reproductive health. So she has filed a lawsuit against them, saying that it's retaliatory. There have been so many people that have been illegally fired. If we y'all all remember the countless FBI agents, the countless lawyers, the countless people of the DOJ who were terminated, whether they worked on January 6 cases or whether they were involved in the Russia investigation or anything that wasn't favorable to Donald Trump. I'm giving special kudos to Sunita Doddamani for not taking it lying down. Although she is a lawyer, she's taking a huge undertaking and a huge risk. Anytime you go after the administration, especially on the legal level, they're always going to try to come back and get you. This Justice Department has unlimited resources, when it comes to lawyers and when it comes to money, and she is not letting that deter her, not taking it laying down because she believes in doing her job right. She's doing what she believes in, and she is a strong civil servant, a career prosecutor who is only following the law. However, this administration, this law, they don't like it. And they don't like anybody supporting it, enforcing it, or that believes in it. Now, we don't know what, Mrs. Doddamani's personal views are. She doesn't have to make it known. But this Trump administration is basically saying by firing her, according to this lawsuit, that these are her reasons why she's being fired, and that's because she believes in abortion. Um, None of that should matter when it comes to doing your job and following and enforcing the law. So everybody out there, remember, courage is contagious. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Sunita Doddamani. Good luck with your lawsuit. Keep on standing up and fighting the good fight. And also to my friend Elizabeth Stein, keep up the good fight. Courage is contagious, y'all. Let's continue to get in good trouble, necessary trouble. Thanks.